Hey guys, Brian here, welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I want to go over my thoughts of investing in real estate because it's been one of the things that helped me increase my net worth. And just for an intro, I'm a nurse. I have 2 rental properties in Ohio that I have never seen before. And they have been helping me generate cash flow and slowly increase my net worth through appreciation. And people always been asking me, like, how do I get into these properties and how did I see them and all that stuff? And I'm going to tell you all that right now, pretty much in like the next few minutes. So what I do is called out-of-state investing because I live in New York. The properties here are very expensive for the ones that I want. And also you could say it's a blue state where the tenants have a lot of like rights, which I know will rub people's feathers the wrong way, the way I said that, but it's not a landlord friendly place, and people could like technically stay in your properties for free if they decided to not want to pay the rent anymore. So I decided to go to a state where it's more landlord friendly, and the one that I ended up going in with is Ohio. And it's not even one of the bigger cities. It's not like Cincinnati. It's not Columbus. It's not Cleveland. It's actually Canton, Ohio, near the NFL Hall of Fame. That's the market that I personally chose. That's the market that I did research on. So should I potentially have gone into those bigger markets? Maybe, but for the budget that I had, this was the market that fit what I wanted to do. And this is the market that I'm probably going to stick with for the foreseeable future. I'll probably stay with Ohio as a state. I do want to go into like Toledo or Cincinnati and all those stuff where there's more hospitals and more jobs up and coming for like factory work, for like semiconductors. But for right now, what my brain knows is that Canton, Ohio area. And how did I do it? I used a company that is like a turnkey company that I actually don't know if I would recommend anymore because of all the headaches that I end up having with it. So I used a certain company and everything worked out. I got a priced house at $98,600, and it was actually like a 2-bed, 1-bath. And it worked out really well for the most part in the beginning. But then the property management team that was set up for me wasn't the most responsive. They didn't really, I felt like after the fact, after I fired them, I felt like they didn't do the best job for me as the property owner because I ended up firing them, obviously. So, and the tenants that they put in place of my house weren't like the best. And I feel like the way they did their screening also wasn't the best. And making a long story short, I ended up firing them and finding a new property manager. And the reason why I did that, the way I found my new property manager was through the inspector that inspected that house. He is a landlord himself in the area, and he recommended a realtor that has been a godsend to me. She's amazing, and she helped me buy my second house, and she property manages that as well. And if you guys follow my Instagram story, there's been some problems with like the roof leaking, but she's pretty much all over it, taking care of it, sending me updates, getting me bids for contractors, and doing a really good job. Like, that's why I also don't want to leave this market, because I know that my houses that I end up buying with her are going to be very well taken care of. So that 10% that I give of the rent to her, I know is being put to great use. She's a great woman. She has a family. So obviously I want to give her whatever money she needs and keep supporting that end because she is amazing. And I'm only cash flowing like $200 to $300 per house, which is still pretty good. But also when things like fixes happen, like I'll show you some pictures of like the roof. The roof seems to be leaking somewhere, and I don't know where. Hopefully it's a lot cheaper than what I think it's going to be. All the cash flow that I had for the year pretty much goes away, which is fine to an extent because all that extra money is just sitting in a high yield savings, making more money, keeping it for a rainy day like this. No pun intended. But all that money will go towards FX. Luckily, it's under LLC. It'll go under as a business expense. So it shows up on the P&Ls, the profit and losses, as I'm probably negative on the year because of it, because all the fixes that I have to do and extra things, but it's fine because it's a tax write-off. But if I was to use another company, there's a few that I actually like vetted out, and there's one that I really like a lot, and it's actually DoorVest. And I've had a discovery call with them. I actually liked what I saw, and they have multiple markets, and they look like they do pretty solid renovation work, and they also put out all the numbers for you. And it seems like if I was to do a out-of-state investing turnkey company again, it would be through DoorVest. And if you wanted to look at it, I have a link down below where pretty much they do everything for you. Same thing. They do like the renovations. You pretty much choose a property, and you got to show that you got money to close. And then you just pretty much sit back and collect how it's supposed to be. And like, I'll read right from their website that they believe that the key to long-term success is aligned to incentives with our DoorVesters and residents. We're in it for the long haul with you. And they have everything in their own UI on their website. So that's where you'll see everything, and that's how you'll get paid through rent. And it'll be truly like hands off for the most part. And that's what I like. The previous company that I was with, they didn't have anything like this. You just had to make an agreement with whatever property management company that was working with that company, and you would have to either be like, send me a check, or here's my checking information. Whereas in this one, you're going to have a full all-in-one dashboard where you will see everything that you want. And here, I'll just show you a little like quick look. This is like a dashboard. It'll show you everything that is going to be there, like all the details, all the houses, and everything will be right there for you to manage, which will be really cool to look at. Because when I thought about investing out of state, I wanted everything to be like super quick, super easy, and as hands off as possible. Whereas, like I said, the other company, I had anxiety at the first of the month trying to figure out, like, is rent coming in? Or when am I going to see it? I don't want to have to be emailing back and forth or texting these people. But for the most part, when it comes to like a dashboard, like that's what I want. I want to see everything. I want to see the bids for any kind of fixes. I want to see everything all in one place. So this is actually one of the ways I would start off for sure if I was to go into another market, because of everything's going to be in all in one place. Like I said, I'm strictly right now going to stay in Canton because of my property manager. But if I wanted to move to a different market that is a part of DoorVest's, I would use DoorVest, because at least from there, you could have a starting point of inspectors, contractors, property management. You could get everything all in one. And then if you didn't end up liking certain things, you could always move to the next person down the list, which I think is super powerful for anyone that wants to invest out of state. And honestly, I do suggest that if you're looking into real estate and you live in a high expensive area like California, New York, and all that, I would look other places too, where you might be able to get more bang for your buck, more cash flow, potentially more appreciation, in like up and coming areas. And this is like one of the things that I always look at is like real estate. Even though like I calmed down, like I bought 2 properties in 1 year, and then I calmed down for 1 year, and I'm slowly looking again, but it'll just all depend on what I want to use my HELOC for. But to be honest, I might pull the trigger very soon on another real estate property. But this is like a little thing about why I invest out of state and how I would do it. There's a lot of resources. I'll put out more videos on it, but like, again, if you did it my way, I use maybe not the best turnkey company before, but luckily for me, it did open the door for me to have a great inspector, because I had to hire that at one out myself, which I felt comfortable with, because I didn't want to use the same one that like all the companies were using. And then that inspector is the one that got me my property manager, who is also a realtor that helps me find the next house that I'm looking for. So, and like I said, she's amazing. And if I didn't do this, I'd be in way over my head. So this is one of the ways that I would look at, even though me spending so much money on like fixes and stuff, it's also helping me learn and grow as a real estate investor. So if you wanted to invest out of state, I'd probably start with one of these companies first. And I'm actually recommending DoorVest. I have a link down below if you want to just do a discovery call just to see what they're all about, which highly recommend. And go from there. So if you guys got any value to this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys very soon. Peace.